Hello guys, welcome to Bugs in Code. The problem that I'm going to explain today is make array elements equal. But before that, if you are new here and a person who likes stuff related to coding, then you can subscribe the channel so that you get notified when I push a new video. Okay, so let's get started. Here is the problem statement and it says that you're given an integer n. Consider an array ARR having n elements where array of I is equal to 2 cross I plus 1. Okay, and the array 0 index. So I have an array of size n and elements are like 2 into 0 plus 1. Then I have 2 into 1 plus 1. Then I have 2 into 2 plus 1 and so on. So I will have 1, 3, 5 series like this up to n. Okay, and you are allowed to perform the given operation on the array any number of times. The operation is select two indices I and j and increase array of I by 1 and decrease array of j by 1. Okay, fine. And your task is to find the minimum number of such operations required to make all the elements in the array equal. Okay, one example is given here. Let me explain the example. So example says that I have n equals to 3. So I'll take like this is the series that we have 1 3 5 and I have to make all the elements equal. So in one operation I can choose these two indices I and j. I can increase this value by 1, so I'll get 2. Then I can decrease this value by 1, I'll get 4. Okay, fine. And I can again perform the same operation, so I will get 3 here, 3, and then I will get 3 here again. Okay, so now you can see that all the array elements are equal and I have performed the operation 2 times. So 2 is going to be the output in this case. Fine. Now I hope you guys got the clear understanding of the problem. Let me talk about the solution now. Okay, so I'm going to draw the same like series that we have 1 3 5 5 7 9 11 and so on up to n. Okay, now so let's take the series up to size 6. Okay, fine. Now what I can do is if I choose the leftmost element, which is 1, or I choose the rightmost element, which is 11, and I try to convert all the elements equal to 1, because in order to make the elements equal I have to make all the elements equal to some value e, right? So let's take the value e as 1. So in that case I will have to convert all these values which are greater to 1. So I will like perform a lot of operation here. Again same thing, if I do for this 11, then I will again do the same task. So one thing that we can notice is if I have I and j here and I keep moving I to the left side and I keep moving j to the right side, then I will stop something in the middle, and that middle point is going to give me the minimum number of operations. Why? Because when we move to the left, the right from here, so the number of operation will decrease, and when we move to the left from j, the number of operation again decreases, so it will be minimum at some point in the middle. Okay, fine. Now we have figured out that in order to have the minimum number of operation, we have to choose the value in the middle, which is mean. Okay, and I can also see the median, because mean and median are going to be equal for this particular array. Why? Because the distribution is uniform here. Okay, fine. Now let's talk about how we are going to solve the problem now. Okay, so first of all let's calculate the mean of this array. So if I have this series up to size n, so the sum will be given by, since this is an arithmetic progression, so what I can do is I can calculate the sum of this series. I have difference as 2, and each time like I will have the sum of AP as n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Okay, fine. So difference is 2 here and the value of a is 1 here. Okay, so I have n by 2, 2 plus n minus 1 into 2. Okay, fine. So if I further solve it, then I will have the difference like sum as n by 2 and 2n, it will be equal to n square. Okay, fine. Now let's calculate the mean. Mean is basically the sum of elements, and then I have number of elements, so it will be n square by n, and it will be equal to n. So n is going to be the value in the middle. Okay, fine. Now let's talk about the minimum number of operations. So if I have the series like 1 3 5 7 9 11, in this series I can make all the element equal to n. So I'll make all the elements, size is 6, so I'll make all the element equal to 6 6 6 6 6 6 and 6. Okay, fine. Now for this series, if I calculate the difference, then I will have 5 here, then I have 3 here. Means I have to increase this one 5 times, increase this 3 times, then for this one time minus 1, then I have minus 3 and minus 5. Okay, now for this series I can see that these are the number of operations that I have to perform, isn't it? means 1 3 5 and so on. So these are the number of operations that we have performed. Why? Because in one operation I can choose two indices, so I can increase the value by 1, I can decrease the value by 1, then I will move here, I will again do the same operation. So I will calculate the sum of half series in order to find the number of operations. Okay, fine. So now the number of operations that I will have is like I have the same series 1 3 5 and so on. Fine. And but the only difference is here the number of terms is n by 2 now. Okay, so I can calculate the sum of this series since I know the number of like the sum of the general series is n square, so I can put n by 2 in place of this n. So I will have n by 2, which is equal to n square by 4, which is equal to n cross n by 4. So this is going to be our answer, and in the problem you can simply return one thing, which is written n into n by 4. So this is going to be the solution, and this is all about this problem. I hope you guys got the clear understanding of the problem statement and the solution. Thank you.